Hello and welcome to another episode by Jevon from No Jar Jars Allowed. Today I'm going to do Phase 3 of the AAT normal mode, which is your T6. Now I've done a video, my second video I released, and it was, a different sort of unconventional team composition video. Now, since they've just changed the AAT Raid recently, this is our first AAT since they nerfed it, and the health's halved and stuff has less health, etc. And a lot of guilds are asking, like, how much difference is it? And I thought, well, what better opportunity than to get in, and I'll just repeat the same team comps that I done in my other video, in the same phase, on the same tier of the raid, so that way you can look at the damage between both videos, and then you can actually, there's some statistics to actually go, yes, this is where it's at. So this is our second sort of day. It's sort of, I've just gone through my second reset because we restarted 2 hours before my first reset, so a little over 24 hours in and we're already halfway through. So it's definitely taking us a week or so, it's a big difference, but I think it's a good difference, and I think it's going to make a lot of people happy. But let's get in here and we'll start doing this. So I'll do them in the same order I done in the last video, just for matching up easier between the two for the damage comparison, etc. Now, a couple characters have gotten a couple of pieces, but really not too many to make that much of it. The difference you're going to see, obviously, but I just thought you just got to keep that in mind. There might be a little tiny bit extra there due to, like, my JKA went from G10 to 11. I put a small, cheaper piece on layer. Just looking at my list here of people I've got to use. My Lando has come up a bit as well. Okay, let's get in here. Get this layer. I'm going to save. I was sort of hoping my Akbar would go first, but that'll work, so I'll just kill him. Wow, look at the health on that, jeez. It's my first round on this phase as well, so it's all new to me as well, so let's discover this together. It's a tough call. I'm going to pop off that. He didn't get his... I should have used my ray there instead for damage, but it'll work out. Like with the tactical for the double turn, sort of. That's what I was referring to there. If there's any... Sorry. Oh, here we go. Ray. Start another droid, I think. Slow at least. I'll save his removal. I'm going to need it, I'm sure. Cool. That's a good thing about this team, always buffs up. Layer is amazing for it. The RG helps. Clean this out up with Ratio one shot. She's so good in this for just one-shotting stuff. Since the nerf I found. She was always good for getting stuff down, of course, but she was definitely good at just taking something out all by herself. Nice to use smaller hitters, stuns in this group to try and keep some of that damage off. It's pretty. I'm going to use my Akbar here finally and heal some healing up. So that'll be nice. nice, look at that, beautiful, all the way. A slow one at the buff. Wow, that's crazy. I'll finish him. Actually, get something else. Stun that, yeah, that looks good. If it may stun another one first, yes, it's rare, but it does happen. So, there we go, buff's just saving us there too, look at that. Okay, let's go back straight on this B2. Dodge is nice, foresight. RG, doing a great job. Let's get a slow up there. If you've got no counters, so they won't finish him off unintentionally on me. I think Tactical Genius is coming up, so I'm going to save that this time for her. Such a good move with Akbar. I didn't finish it. It's alright, I'll finish it there just to be safe. So we've got stun this guy. I'll save that heal at the moment. I need it. Oh, ability block on my Ray. That was really unfortunate. Hopefully my RG looks like he may come up though, so it could, at least it won't waste the see before the Akbar, otherwise it's wasted. And go stun off. Oh, beautiful. And speed down. Duck is blocked too. I should have healed with her the turn before, but I got greedy. Oh, that's nice though. That's perfect. Beautiful. I really like Akbar. I feel like there's not enough heals if I'm relying on Akbar alone, I will admit. But paired with a healer, like this team I've been hitting in Rage with on the other phases now since the nerf, so it's working quite well actually. Let's get her in there and some foresight. Oh, never mind, sorry, the offense up. That's beautiful with the crit though, she's going to hit really hard. Let's go out. They're not really much of a threat anymore with that buff. I don't do anything with my rain. But anyway, should hopefully do something up. Like this guy again. Tool, nice. I was hoping hers would be, but it's not. Oh wow, must have hit rage right there, I think. Yeah, have. So there you go. I'm just going to just put everything I can into him before they all get cleaned up. It's really not worth retreating because you've got no protection when you come in, so you're not getting as much damage out anyway, so if you're reusing them, I mean, like, you're sort of wasting damage on your next turn round if you're putting them in, because they're basically at half health. Duckers happens a bit, actually. I normally get one back out of the team if she's still up, so it's alright. Go. That's the first one down. Our next order is our first order one with the 5s in the group. Sorry, go actually he's been performing well since my last video. The Stormtrooper. The first order one, but he's still not there yet, but I haven't really put much into him, but no, he's definitely been sort of holding out since I made that video. I've been using him since, and you know, it's not great, but I'm really excited for when I do put the mods into him, that he's going to do quite a bit of damage. He's countering a lot, and he's putting that speed up a lot. You know, something double, you know, 2 double crits mods and potency. So my Empire's coming up now to the point where I'm going to be able to get good potency mods too. So I think he'll perform well. Obviously, getting a crit damage on the triangle. And probably go on the speed if I can, and manage to grab one for the arrow. But we'll see how he goes this one. He's still been eating the tank shots all the time. He's generally always the first one dead in the team. It's great because he does that, and that's with his terrible mods I've got on him. So I can only imagine, like with mods sort of like my Shore Trooper in my last video, he'd be a monster. So it'll be really good to see. Let's get this defense up while I can. We'll get that out. Ooh, look at that. A lot of dead droids sort of unintentionally heal, so it might not be my best thing. It sort of hurts First Order a little, I feel, in these fights. Is all the weak counters sort of, you get a lot of buffs stacked up. I think what I should do, like, obviously I wanted to stick to the same team comps as the last video for comparison's sakes, but I think with this team, like an Ewok Eldar, with a bit, you know, these guys geared correctly, could work. Everyone's after, since the Finn and Boba Fett rework, like once Finn sort of announced for there's like one coming out next month, everyone's, you know, the highest vote coverage is for Kylo on the forums. Everyone wants him, so because they've got him up, you know, back before, and they found out how bad he was, so they've got this G9 G10 Kylo that, you know, hitting for 3.5k on his basic. So I'm really hoping that happens, and if that's the case, and you know, I can gear and get this trooper in line, something maybe the Eldar could run behind them in the heals removal res, like they could actually really stand out and do a bit of damage if done right. Obviously Kylo needs that improvement at that point, but he's not bad for some of these fights. For instance, he does counter a bit, and there's not really any stuns where anything with a stun he will always get caught by it, as I mentioned once or twice in other videos. But it's true. You fight him, just put a stun on him and leave him till last. But yeah, the trooper works kind of well with the just get that in there, right? Kill too many more of these droids. He'll get reset generally on them. Oh, we don't have a something's dying. Oh, I took my Phasma and my trooper. I did not see that coming, I have to say. Land that into him. That was really bad. I'm not sure, but I feel like they must do less if debuffed. Sort of like Rancor Phase 3. That's really, really low for my TIE pilot. Look at that. Obviously he's not under 50%, but and that's half the problem though. It's that ability is under 50% health, which is really under a quarter of health since the protection patch. So, you know, that's nearly dead before it can even deal real damage, and then it's not that great. I've seen 9Ks, like 9.5k on his that revenge style attack. I can't remember the name of it. This one here, Outrage. So it's deal physical damage to a target enemy. His attack deals 75% more damage if he's below 50% health. But yeah, as I said, that's really quarter. So since he's got a bit, I don't know, might get some hits back into him. I'll save that Outrage if he lives here under. See if we pull off a crit or something. Might get a turn. I think this droid may kill. Oh no, he's not gonna. There's way too many gonna queue ahead of him. Yep. And the boss, I think, is gonna finish him. There it is. At least they're all sort of good for the next round. So, moving on. See, look at that. I think I got 50k with them last time. So, that's the difference in the raid. And then it's got less health on top of that, which is why we're sort of ploughing through it so fast, but it's good. It's good. We'll get those guild coins out a lot more, means you'll be getting people getting Jawa engineers, all the good stuff. So, next up is the Jedi team. Go down Barris. Obviously, these droids are going to drop fast. Barris is good here too because she removes the debuffs, as I would have mentioned in my last one. So, good thing since that patch. Oh, he's over 50%. Let's get some foresight turn meter. I'm going to save that. Yeah, see, even Anakin hitting for 3-9 there, it's definitely must be because he's debuffed. So there you go, Barris removing the debuffs, especially in these phases, not only, you know, helps your guys, you know, get rid of whatever's ailing them, they also deal more damage because they don't have the debuff. Get that off and give me some offense up. It does decent damage with that hit, as I mentioned before too. That nice. Yeah, I could just smash all this. I might do it. Why not? Boom. Just for fun. Do I have battle meditation? I can check. That was kind of silly. Anyway, we'll get through it. Counter, just the one. I mean, if only she removed the debuff on the counter, how else would it be? Suck the fighter though. Okay, so get it back in. Get it all back up. No turn meter, so that's kind of handy, I guess. If they're all getting close and you can clean them up, might save yourself a bit of turn meter. You know, sort of delays their turn, I mean, in that sense. Turn meter removal as well. I'm trying over that. Obviously something actually I've been sort of playing my last squad, you know, running with like a Dathka lead because, you know, everyone gets their Jawas up, but don't, you know, it's only really the engineer and Nevet that you're sort of using in the end. The others are kind of cool and fun and you need them for the mod challenge, but raid wise they're, you know, not sort of required as such. So, and I figure, well, you're getting him up for the challenge, so everyone's, you know, they're kind of fun in the groups, so. But it makes it so anyone who gets hit by one of your team members when he's the leader gets defense down if it's a droid. So it's kind of nice because, and then like whenever he attacks someone, I'm not sure if it's the same for all Jawas or not actually, because I haven't run all Jawas with him as the lead, but they'll assist him as well. So, and obviously he stealths out and does all that sort of stuff. So it's actually not too bad, and it sort of makes some of those useless characters. So I guess it'd really actually quite fit. So I'll do it as my 5th one here, where, you know, it's that uncommon team composition where running like a magma trooper in the team. Now I know magma's generally known as a pretty terrible character, and some people sort of got him up like myself, not real hoping the damage would improve as he came up, but it didn't. Then you hit a 2 stun cuff at G8 to go to G9, so I think most people just stopped there and gave up on him. But the good thing is he's got a lot of AoE, and that multi-hit, he helps really get that defense up as well. You know, and it's doing more damage with the defense up too. So I'm kind of curious if he was modded, you know, for a decent crit damage maybe. Who knows? I might just play around with it, you know, for the sake of these videos, just because I've never actually seen someone do it. I think it'd be quite interesting to see if he could be good. Maybe they'll rework him, and then I'll have this buff Magma Trooper. But I guess the one good thing I will say that is a good thing about Magma Trooper though, he isn't all bad. He does have high tenacity, and he also has very high health and protection. So he's not one of those, you know, characters that you've leveled to 70 or 80 and got 7 stars on, and then it's G8 and you realise it's terrible, like a Stormtrooper, you know, or anything like that. So because you can still throw him into your teams, because he won't die in a hit or two, where those characters will. I know another example, like my First Order officer, like, so I just don't bother, or my Ventress, or my Sidious. If I like Sidious, kind of depends. Like something like this, I guess, wouldn't be too bad, because there'd be lots of droids to kill to just keep him alive, and you know, feed off those deaths. But you know, Ventress, not so much, I guess. And I've just let that hit me. That's not great. Just getting distracted, but that's fine. I'm probably close anyway to see, I'm in rage anyway now. Got one hit from this boss left. Anakin's G11. Just loving it. Look at that. He's only through his protection and open rage. It's phenomenal. Oh, the counter just hurts. Those boom should die properly. No, oh, the AoE boom. Oh, I got them all. That was with the because Barris had gone under. Totally worth it. Look at that, 388. I got about 402 on the last phase with that team. In phase 2 just earlier today, so that obviously might have cost me a bit losing me Gundy there. He would have hit for 15 odd, you know, per hit there, so that's probably what that is, but that's fine. So next up is my droids. Look at that, it sort of knows it. Okay. Alright, 88 straight up. Up 88. It's hard. Now I've got these, mine's up a little more. He can take a hit. Well, that's still with not the greatest mods. Obviously the Jawas and that are still coming up as mentioned. So now I did notice, I'm not sure if this has been pointed out, or I even might have pointed it out earlier, but he'll still be able to put the buff on the droids even with buff immunity on them. We'll see if you watch, it'll probably happen. You have a 50-50 chance pretty much. Probably get another turn to try and apply it on more. Problem is it can kill him. I'm sort of not hitting my AoE on him. We'll see, there we go. When I want that, didn't have it. bit stronger than the last video. He's G10 now. That was a nice double crit. That's just there. Considering it was B2 that the one that followed up. Made it a 20k hit, I'm pretty sure. Total in my head when that went through. So that's nice. And look at the damage there, 1200 after, so it's definitely yeah, the debuff on him was why and didn't have it previously. Makes a huge difference. Oh, that's rough. AG88, you bastards. You'll kill my brother. Yeah, I'm just gonna aim him down. Payback, revenge, die. Droids are just there going, roger, roger. Yeah, that's fine. I love the AoEs on the 88 and B2 with the crit. Because they just, it's a guaranteed turn next turn if there's a lot to just land crits on. It's just like Lando in a way, you benefit from all these crits. He's got the buff immunity, so let's test, because I've been curious about this. If I hear, I'll have to try and get it on him again. This other droid dying? No. I could get him up. Maybe here I could get some crits and some him countering me and triggering my B2 like such. He'll be back up in no time. But I'm not liking my chances. He didn't get a buff there. May get it soon. Oh, I was going to keep hammering on him just to get the damage in. Low, the HK debuff. See, the Eldar's what I've been running him with my droids actually, just in place of my JE, who's actually 6-star, and I think he's like 30, 35 or 100, so he's coming up. I'm quite excited to start working him on my Nebit really hard here soon, and I'm getting my TIE Fighter pilot. He's halfway to 6-star, 5 on his halfway to 6, so is also coming up. EP not far. I'm starting to work on the last, the health piece for my, basically the health version of the cuff for Vader. I started leveling him. My Java scavenger's about to hit. It's like a level, like 79, so he's nearly 82, like 80 as well, I should say. 82 is confusion there. So my Jawa's getting there. I just got, it's just the engineer sort of really left, and Jawa, who's about 30 shards off, I've just been doing primarily on hard mode, so I haven't been cantinering, just due to more important heroes being there really. And there was the those little vials, the purple vials that you need for like Leia and Yakbar needed one. There's a couple that needed it, so they I've just been grinding Jawa because there's a couple of good drops there that I kept needing. So obviously I could go T-Bow. I do like the defense down from Dathka. What have I got here? Let's see what we can run. Let's try some stuff. This is a bit different. I didn't do a 5th team in my last video that I could see. If I did, I must have missed it. Sorry about that. See, there's my scavenger. I might throw him in. Why not? Look at that, 79. He's not mod. He's only got 2 mods out of 6, so he's not 100%. Let's get some of these bombs out and have a look. And ourselves, the Magma Trooper, just cause. Why not? I guess I could go a Poggle too, but I feel the Trooper's better. I'll show you. We'll see. Let's try. My Ewok Eldar still needs quite a few buffs as well, sorry, mods as well. He's missing 1 mod, but quite a few are still level 1, and so there's definitely room for improvement on him. So don't take him as a full out Ewok Eldar, because I think this is like one of his first appearances, if not his first. my videos. So here we go, look at that, the defense down, just everything. And we can ability block, and that'll defense down as well. There's no scrap bombs, so I'm going to save that. Just finish him. Look at that, he's already stealth, that's awesome. Okay, what are we going to do here? I reckon I'll go this. Oh yeah, see, and he's a system too on that, that's kind of nice. He's not getting the crits, and he'll be hitting for half, as we've been noting throughout. I'm going to remove those now. Might be a mistake, I'm still learning Ewok Elder, and I always feel I should hold off more on that removal for when they actually really stack up. It just feels like he's got such long cooldowns, but it could be because I haven't Omega'd any of his abilities yet too. So I guess let's here we go. There's a bit of Jawa bomb explosion on the boss. We got 2 bombs now. I'm not sure if people understand how Scavenger works. So deal physical damage to all enemies and immediately detonate all thermal detonators with a 50% chance to each inflict defense down, healing immunity, tenacity down for 2 turns on the detonated targets. So let's try it, and it does obviously hits too. That tenacity down on the boss too. That is kind of nice. Let's keep on him. I think that's good. It's my first test. Here we go. We should get a good few hits here. Boom. Oh, look at those dodges. Oh, I got like an extra hit too on top with that Dathkara, you know, the assist attack. That's really good. It must be when they use a special. I think it must be. I'll have to have a look. Can I see it on the screen? That's the B2. Where are we? That's my magma. We'll check it. Oh, you see that buff there? I wasn't paying enough attention to that. Again, silly me. Elder, I guess. Wow. I've got a couple of Omegas into my Nebit. He's still G8. I need like 40 holo callers for him. One other piece, keep forgetting what it is. I don't think it's a huge deal one. So put it down, that's fine. Oh, let's hit with this detonator again. Boom. Look at that. Some ability blocks, healing downs. Get that res on Nebit up. Oh, good. Look how much health he comes up with too. That's really nice. Still need a few mods, good health mods for him too. Health mods seem to be what I'm really missing out of the mods I can currently obtain. I'm going to save that. Tenacity down, defense down, healing down, triple down. That's really cool. I'm liking this team actually. I'm curious to see how much I actually get here. Totally different unconventional team kind of running, but hey, it works. And these are the sort of things, you know, might not be this exact team, but these are the sort of things you have to throw together depending on what you've gotten up at the time, and you know, depending on the situation you're facing. And I always sort of feel, you know, there's always another option. I didn't get to do my next turn with my Eldar, it's rough. It's fine though. That's okay. See what I mean about Magma Trooper? He's really taking some hits. He's basically the same level as these Jawas. That's 5, about 125, so it's a bit less than even the first order, but you know, you get that. I feel they need to be at least G9, the Jawas, to sort of really put an effort in, but breaking that down, look at that, my Magma was my highest DPS there. There you go, eh? So that's why, as I said, he survives, he puts out some AoE, he puts in his worth at times as that last group sort of hero, if that's where you're at with him, but I wouldn't suggest, you know, putting into him if you don't have him. But yes, that's the end of that video. The tournament's actually just begun here for the new hero. I'll just go here. Some of you guys obviously starts in different time zones, so there's mod packs. Guarantees at least 5 mods with a chance to get up to 8. Get them now. That's kind of cool. The mod packs are generally, if you've got crystals and you're wanting to like buy gear, I would suggest the mod packs. They got suggested to me and I tried them and I did like them. Oh, that's my endurance. I'm going to save that for now. I'm not in a huge rush. So let's go into events. Sorry, here it is. So I'm just going to go back for now. I shouldn't have gone in there probably. I should have waited, but whatever. I'm about to actually switch to my alt and go in. He's about to. He's got a lot more save than I do on this account. So, but that's the end of this video. So, but that was the tournament that's starting. So, cool. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like the videos, and have a good day or night. Goodbye.